it's Jody with All About the Harvest. Today I want to show you something that I've been doing with my sweet potatoes this year, which has been different from previous years, and just wanted to give you some ideas of things that you can do as well. So typically in the past I planted sweet potatoes in this big pot, and it would just be the sweet potatoes. So here is what a sweet potato slip looks like, and they're sweet potatoes. That is what I've done in the past in this pot, and I had really good success. And then this year, a friend of mine had suggested maybe planting some other things in there. So what I did is there is lemongrass in the center. So this is an edible. I use it for tea. It's really a wonderful plant, and also it gives it a little bit of something different to look at in the pot, right? I did put some arugula seeds in there. I have harvested from this multiple times, and I need to harvest again. As you can see, it's flowering. And then I have some sweet potatoes in here. So they're kind of throughout, a few of them throughout. There's another one, I think, in here somewhere. So I need to kind of trim this down, but that is one look. And then the second one I did is again with lemongrass, because I love lemongrass. Then here are the sweet potatoes. And then this is nasturtiums. Again, I put nasturtium seeds in here, and it started growing on its own. And nasturtiums are edible as well. They're very peppery, and the flowers are edible. I had a salad yesterday that I made with my arugula, and I took some nasturtium leaves and flowers along with some other things from the garden, and it was wonderful. So I will harvest some of these. I also will dry these, and I'll use them in my bone broth and veggie stock as an alternative for like a pepper. So because I have so many of them, I will start doing that as well, because I'm not going to eat that many. And again, it's wonderful for pollinators and all of that. And everything in here is edible. And then of course you got the sweet potato slips. Now these smaller ones down here, I grew off of my sweet potatoes that I grew last year. So I'm trying something new. So some of these bigger ones are ones that I purchased at the store, but these are ones that I grew off of my sweet potatoes. And this one is another pot where I just put in the sweet potatoes, and here's one that I grew again from my own sweet potatoes. I got a few of those in here just to see how they'll do. And then in the center is elecampane. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And so this is also an edible and medicinal. A lot of people will use the root of this. So I planted it in here. It's supposed to get pretty tall. And so I thought, you know what, this year I'm going to try 3 big pots, so I'll get more sweet potatoes, but also I'm growing some other things in there to give it a little bit different look, to make it look nicer. And also then I can eat all of these things that are in these pots, which is really awesome. This is another large pot that I decided to put outside this year. And this one was going to be like my lemon pot. So this is lemon thyme, this is lemon basil, this is lemon verbena, and so all of these are edible. And again, another lemon basil. But what I decided to do, because I had so many of my own homemade slips again from the sweet potatoes, I decided to throw one in there and one there, so I have 2 for sure. I don't know, I thought maybe I put another one in, but maybe it didn't make it. So under here, I will be growing some sweet potatoes as well. Hopefully, we'll see, because they're smaller slips than the ones that are in those pots. But I just thought I'd let you know. This, see, it's a yellow pot, so I thought, oh, this will be my yellow lemon type of plants and edibles. And again, we're just gonna try and see how this turns out. I will let you know. This is my first time growing the lemon verbena, which is supposed to be really great for tea and all sorts of things. Just rubbing it, I can smell it. It smells so good. I will come out here and I take some of the lemon thyme and I'll put that in my salads, as well as some of the basil, like I had mentioned earlier with the arugula, the nasturtium. And then maybe I'll do a separate video where I show you some of the things that I grab for my salads that aren't normal. You know, some flowers and things from my plants. I try to plant everything that is edible or medicinal around my home so that I can use it whenever I want. I'll show you some of those things in a separate video if you're interested in that. So if you haven't grown sweet potatoes in pots, I strongly suggest you do it. It is wonderful. I have had such a prolific harvest the last few years just from one container. Now this year I'm doing 3 containers, a little bit less plants per container, although I think it's going to be a good harvest because I am kind of giving them a little bit more space. And I just put these on these rolling coasters so that if it is pretty bad weather, then I can go ahead and move them closer to the house, or if I just want to get them out of the way. You know, these are pretty big and pretty heavy. So I just wanted to give you that as an option of something that you can do with your sweet potatoes. And I'm thankful to my friend Julie for suggesting doing that. That's what she does, something similar to this. And I decided to do mine with all edibles that I could be harvesting out of the entire year. All right, I hope that's helpful. Please let me know if you've ever done this or if you have any other suggestions for things to put in pots or how you grow your sweet potatoes. Go ahead and put them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.